So this is a video for the interior materials of the first generation Mercury Milan and Ford Fusion Twin. Most of the dashboard is soft touch plastic, as you can see. This is all squishable. Soft touch goes all the way down. This has a very similar texture, but it's very hard. Really cheap. But at least you get a good center storage compartment there. It has a rubberized mat that you can take out and clean. This aluminum trim is fake, so it's faux aluminum, but it's nicely textured, so it doesn't look too cheap. And this lower part of the dash is soft as well. The glove box, again, it's similarly textured, but it's hard plastic. It's not as bad as the center thing, but it's still hard plastic. This is not lined in felt like it is on some Lincoln vehicles, but that's nice enough. The center console is pretty solid. It doesn't flex. That's good. This is sort of soft plastic on here. The cover for these two cup holders is pretty flimsy, but at least it's there. On doors, you have this, which is pretty coarsely grained, but it's soft, not hard. This is a really strange material. It feels kind of funny. It's a little bit soft, but not really. This material is soft. It's kind of, it feels thin, like it would just kind of rip right off, so that's kind of disappointing. It doesn't feel like it's really solid and it feels thin, but it's lightly padded anyway. The headliner feels a little bit thin, but it's nice. I mean, it's not like cheap and yucky, but it just feels a little bit thin. Here's your vanity mirror. Or vanity light, rather. In the sunglasses holder, got this felt liner so it doesn't mess up your glasses, which is good. The leather is actually really nice in this car. It's not gross leather like my mom's Taurus, which is an 02. That's pretty bad. It's nicely grained. It's not necessarily soft, but it just feels like nice, thick leather, and it looks pretty expensive. And that carries over to the center console. This is leather, or it could be vinyl, I suppose, but it's not plastic. Anyway, with nice contrast stitching. Two-tiered console. You get a rubberized mat in here. That feels pretty expensive. And down in here, this isn't lined with anything, but it's just plastic with an extra PowerPoint change holder and some CD slots. This is the e-brake. I really wish it didn't have this seam on it right here from the plastic molding. And I wish it had a boot, because there's kind of some big gaps going on here. But other than that, the interior looks really nice. The leather on the steering wheel is nice. The plastic on the steering wheel is a little bit hard, but it's not like coarse and yucky. It's nice enough. Now this bright trim around the steering wheel is not the same as on the dashboard. It's actually just paint, but it's better than, just black plastic. And overall fit and finish is pretty good. A little bit rough around the edges. Seams here are tolerable, nice and even. So that's good. Yeah, all the panels fit together really well. Stereo fits good. These buttons actually have a very nice cushioned feel to them for the auto climate control. They feel pretty expensive and solid. That's a really nice detailing. Oh yeah, you got adjustable shoulder belts too. Those are pretty handy. And these are damped. Oh, they're nice. But overall, it sounds like I did a lot of nitpicking, but the interior is actually really nice in this car. Because, it's just soft touch almost everywhere, except for, a couple of dash lids. And, like I said, the faux aluminum looks pretty nice. And the analog clock there. The hands on the clock are just plastic, but it looks nice in the driver's seat. Oh, and the trunk lining isn't the best stuff in the world, but again, nobody's really is. It's just, you know, this kind of felt stuff. But I'll show you what I mean by it. By the leather is just light years ahead of the Taurus. And actually, I sat in a 2010 Fusion, and the leather's like totally smooth in that vehicle. So they did upgrade it for 2010. But you can look in here. You can't really see it, but it's just shiny, and the seats are hard, and it just feels kind of yucky. Feels like vinyl. You never know it was leather unless somebody told you. That's kind of a bummer. But yeah, here's the Milan again. And that's all.